printing is the other button. So I have found if you wiggle the chainsaw backwards and forwards a little, it does seem to try and chop the tree up less frequently. And occasionally crouching, because you don't want the little green circle to appear. Green circle appears, then you're going to chop into the trunk. And we go walking up here now. Yeah, that's probably going to need some super strength on it. Wow. Even super strength isn't going to work. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more interesting. Let's start from this end. Okay. 450. And 458. And that's a short piece. $460. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, let's try again. 436. And that's a short one. So super strength has its limits, I guess. 432, I guess 440. That one's not going to get two full lengths. Oh, 430. Now the other thing I'm actually fighting against here is where are we positioned on the log itself? Or, because I'm looking at that and saying, okay, 422 plus 8 is 430. Walk down 430. But 430 is theoretically anyway, so we just cut a log that was 7.5 meters, not 8 meters. Can I pick this up now? Okay, yes. So now, oops. That's not working. I might have been pressing the wrong button earlier on super strength, so we won't hold that against me. Okay, that is 430. 438. Cut and okay, that is what it is. wave the hand or wave the mouse around until the hand appears. That's, as I said last week, that's the problem with using invisible cursor. The cursor is invisible while I'm walking around and becomes visible when you are over something that you can pick up, but you have to guess where that point is. What I could do is throw that. Nice. Because it's resting up against the logs at the end here, it's not going to go off flying. It's, oops, I'm just going to put that one down, why not, and then stab myself in the head. Okay, that's a thing. Let's jump in the tractor, grab some stuff. So again, it is sunny today. So there is the possibility that the snow may melt here. And we'll have a bit of a better view on what the ground looks like. Oh, now the other thing was I did finally get the straw blower to work. I found out where the straw load point is, and it's not inside the barn, which is a bit annoying. But at least we can load some straw up for the cows and they can carry on producing the millions of tons of manure that they're producing at the moment. Oops, too far. Of course, while long arms gives you a good reach over the top of the spikes on the trailer, it also makes it a little bit more difficult to see, to judge what you're doing when you're grabbing stuff off the ground. Oops, probably lift that off the ground a bit, so that looks like a wedge. Trying to keep the ground clear, because if we do decide to make this area arable, running cultivators and plows through it is, they tend to get a little bit annoyed by bits of wood lying on the ground. Especially if you try and do it with a worker. Obviously, creating a field, we're going to have to do that on our own. And I do not have Courseplay loaded again, because there was a problem with it last week. So I had to remove it before the stream. The mod hub definitely doesn't have a working version now. The old version did work. I think the Courseplay team has introduced some updates to Courseplay past the version that Giants had on the mod hub, and that might fix the problem, but I would have to go hunting around the internet for wherever they keep that. Alrighty. So we're not doing too badly here. Guess. Don't know how many more trees I want to take with us on this next run. Interesting to know. How many trees did we chop down so far? Boop, boop, boop. No, only 14. 69 so far. So the thing with that is obviously 69 trees chopped down. I don't think all 69 came from this location. Which is again why I'm not grinding the stumps at this point. I will be grinding stumps when I'm planting, so I can grind a stump and plant a tree. And we're doing replacement planting rather than just filling things up. Although, yeah, some of the trees around here are planted a little bit close together. Oops. And sometimes it's better to space them out because they grow taller. Sweep. Alrighty. Okay, tea's getting a little bit lukewarm. To sip it faster. So yeah, of course, the advantage with 8-meter tree lengths is they take up less vertical space on the trailer. Oop. So where we can get 3 cuts from a 6 meters, we can only get about 2 from 8 meters. We can probably get 9 trees on the trailer instead of 6. Probably need to turn it around after this. We'll see. Have a look, see what that stacking looks like. It looks like they've crossed, which is why that one on the left, on the right is high. Oh, we've also got logs sticking out from the frame, which is also not good. Less than ideal, should I say. I think what I should do is turn that around. So, strap that up. See bounce. Okay. Turn that off. We can unstrap it again. Go and grab some more javelins. It's kind of a long one. 6.5 meters, yeah. And that one. is also 6.5 meters. Oh, we're still in reverse. So yeah, here in Michigan, the snow has, for the most part, left. We do have, obviously, where the sun doesn't shine, there are patches of snow. It does get below freezing, so road conditions are less than ideal at night time. And I don't think we're getting, or we're expecting snow until December now, so probably not having a white Thanksgiving. Which is good. Well, I guess today is Thanksgiving, so yes, white Thanksgiving not on the cards. Yeah, I'm not chopping any more trees down for this trailer. We'll put the last 2 trunks on there and call it good. Oh, we'll crash into a hedge as well. Oh, also new map by Cavalier Roy today. Said a little bit surprised the mods for Farm Sim dropped quite early today. I don't know why, because I don't think that Europeans in particular celebrate Thanksgiving. However, there have been a couple of occasions where Giants has dropped mods early. Usually when there's a hot fix to a popular mod, they'll try and get them out earlier in the day. Oh, that's just bad. So maybe that's the reason. But if you search for Roy on the Mod Hub, you will now find 3 maps on there. Obviously this one, and then 2 others whose names I forget. This is oh, come on, please. I am last one having issues. Fork front down, tip it back. Son of a gun. Really? Am I going to have to get out and push this by hand? There we go. Okay, close the grabs. That's that one done. Okay, so in theory, if we say the trailer should be worth about 6,000, plus or minus a little bit, with 6 meter logs, if we put 8 meter logs in the sell point, which is we've got now, if we get 8,000 from this delivery, then they're not worth any more by length, just by the fact that we can transport more of them because we have more wood sticking out the back. However, if we get a fair bit more than 8,000, then potentially there is a bonus for having the longer cuts. And that's what we're about to determine. Okay, take it easy here, because there's a nasty ridge in the road. When the sun's shining in this direction, you can actually see the crease. It's a fairly long trek down to the sawmill because avoiding hedges needs to be a thing. Mostly. But it's not too much of an issue. This tractor has a good amount of horsepower. We do want to chip it. Get a little bit more. The thing is what I'm looking at is most of the equipment that we still need for the farm is definitely in the current horsepower range of this tractor. Potentially, eventually we will want to go for closer to 400 horsepower, just so we can use the really big equipment, plus another big tractor we get is also likely to be in the close to 400 horse range. Uh-oh. Stop dancing. No, 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 no dancing. That was a little... Oh. Okay. Stop. Resettle the load, and off we go again. Okay, some weird magic going on there. What's the daytime time? It is... Can't tell. Coming on for 10? Yeah. Almost 10 o'clock. Try not to hit the hedge this time. As I said, we've got the horsepower to do this, but this tractor is quite a long wheelbase, so the agility can be a little bit of an issue. This way. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay upright. Good grief. Okay, so about 8,000 should be what we're looking at. Good grief, it is very unhappy. $4,900. That was garbage. Really? Is that all we got? Sold wood. That was okay. Yeah, that was garbage. I think we get more money for 6-meter logs. So we'll stick with the 6s. Now this isn't a particularly scientific test, but yeah, that was not so good. So we'll head back to the tree area. We'll stick with 6 metre logs then, because obviously 6 metre logs are made of gold. So let's try and get that straight. Cameo and hello, welcome and thank you. Happy goodness of Thanksgiving to you as well. Yeah, sadly for the second year in a row, Mrs. Osa is not well, so our Thanksgiving might be a few days late. Although, yeah, people who have family locally to them will tend to spread Thanksgiving over the entire weekend. Last year, Mrs. Osa had just got out of hospital. This year, she doesn't go into hospital until next week. So, at least she's home for Thanksgiving, but she's been suffering this week quite badly. Which the surgery next week should fix, so yay. The end is in sight. Okay, gonna stick this back over here again. And we've cleared that corner. That's good. Probably take these two down and no. And then we should be able to cut the trees so that they fall in that direction across the open area. Which of course will make them easier to load into the trailer, I think, because they should all then be pointing in the same way as I have the trailer parked. I'll take this one down too. Alrighty, that's 4. Maybe I'll turn it back on again. Oops. Oh, there's a wedge. So yeah, I was watching, I think one of Virtual Farmer's videos this week. Someone was saying, oh, you can just use a chainsaw to take out stumps. And actually, no. You have to have the lumberjack mod to take out stumps with a chainsaw, and that's when it turns red, which it isn't doing. There you go. So if I chop that, that will disappear. Don't want them disappearing. Okay, we are looking at 464. So 470. 476. Well, for what it's worth. Chop the little spiky off the top. Okay. We'll call that 449.